Morning, what's up? It's 8:37. Good morning. Yeah, time to cook some dinner for those kids. It's late because I had to make quite a trip to get myself straight. This is a camera test. I got a brand new phone. From here, like on my side, this camera is much, much better. Not that you're looking at anything decent, but I can film something decent later. But as far as I can tell, it's much, much better. I'm going to make these kids some hot dogs and probably something else. So let's get it. Preheat a pan, standard pan like that. Best way to make hot dogs, obviously, is like the the roller grill 7-Eleven way. It really is slow and steady. So I just do like a bit of a mimic on my flat pan. I just roll them, roll them, roll them the other way. Roast. I want to roast them. You can boil them. There's certainly some specifics to that, and there's important information to know. But I have one son that he just won't. He doesn't like the boiled hot dogs, even if I make them perfect. So grill. I mean, eh. What did I say? Roast maybe. Roast them, but slow roast and roll. We have a roller, but it's just like a play roller. You know the nostalgia company that makes things. Um, so it's better to like cook your hot dogs kind of my way, this way, and then like if you're having a party for a kid, you could put them on the roller to keep them warm. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to bring you that roller and show you for a second. Hold on, you already saw the pan, but it's just a boring old Teflon or whatever nonstick. Actually, I guess our grill roller is wrapped up. Sorry about that. So I'm not gonna just take it out for no reason. I'm not using it. Again, it's a good way to cook them, sure. And you can get the commercial style roller probably for less than 200 bucks, but you need kitchen space for that. We got a pretty small kitchen and we got other problems. But nah, I have a roller. I bought it for my son, one of his birthdays, so that we could do like a hot dog bar. It was cool. It was cool. Worked out. We still have it. Like I said, now it's better to cook them first and then use that as like a storage roller to keep them warm so the kids can come up and play. It's so fun to have like a whole buffet of hot dog toppings because I like hundreds of different combinations. But I think kids will probably go for the requirement today, just a little mustard and chopped onions. I'll have to chop those too. So we'll see. It's all about timing, and I'm going to get distracted because I'm thinking about a lot of things right now. But we'll get it. Hot dogs for the kids. That's the first step. I'm gonna make us some coffee here, though. My wife's here, and she'll appreciate that. She loves coffee. And I got her creamer, hazelnut flavored creamer, like I said before. That boy got hot so quick I had to pull him off. So, whew, feel that. That's hot. We kind of have this circuit is a little, even just the electrical, it runs hot. Too much amperage, too many watts. I don't know which one it is, but it does. And so we get a lot of false smoke alarm triggers when we're using the oven here. But I'm definitely using the oven tomorrow. I planned for tomorrow. Today is just impromptu. I got to get these kids something to eat, and I was so behind because my trip was extra long. So we're going on hot dogs. Let's see. It got too hot too quick. Put a little oil in there, some non-stick deal. Hot dogs aren't really gonna stick, but you don't want to have just one dry patch stick. One moment. Speaking of the two issues of the kitchen here being smaller and also the kind of bad circuit that we have in electricity, I call that like uh, living in Russian housing. You know, the circuit might be bad, but it's better if you know about it. You know, you can cope properly. So yeah, I put like a good bit of oil. I didn't even need that, but I'll capitalize on that. I'll cook something else after the hot dogs because they're simple but I still want to make them good. I'm gonna do the best I can. Not rush it. Everything, take your time. Cook slowly, season well is what this mother of a friend of mine told me elementary school. And she's probably right. Now I found a topping those kids will go for. Big old Cholula. Maybe Cholula, mustard, and onion. I gotta do some onions for them. Kinda up to them, but we'll see. Yeah, this camera looks to be a lot better. This is the front, or the U-facing camera, user-facing camera. And so obviously the back is going to be a lot better. This is a brand new phone. I did the best I could, got the best I could. Hopefully it makes a difference, eh? I'll throw down as many hot dogs as I can fit there. Gonna have that. That's what they're gonna have. Oh, we're in the backwards mode? Shit, what is that? Good to see you. Good to see you both. Oh, wow, that reminds me right now. I gotta ask this. Because it was at the beginning, before when you guys came together, I said it's great to see you together. So that if I get lost or whatever, at least you know each other and you can chat well, you know? My haircut? No, I lost it in the war. Nah, yeah, I got it cut. Yeah, okay. Well, specifically, Gal Pal, this one was for Doug, but you can totally give me the same sort of perspective. What he said was, and I think I even repeated it, but I forgot to, like, pursue, like, what do you mean by that? You said, when I said, hey, if you guys are in there together, it's easier on me. If I get lost, at least you know each other to chat. Doug, you said, in quotes, chat is the easy part. I don't know what you meant by that. And I think I repeated it, but I didn't ask you to please let me know. I want to ascertain. Yeah, the kids are getting decent hot dogs, you know. These are the Hebrew National. I'm a Sabret, however you'd like to say it, person. The one with the umbrella, Sabret. I would say, because there's two T's. That should make it hard, right? Put as many hot dogs as I can fit in this pan. Yeah, I can't tip it. But as many as I can fit, because they'll eat as many as I can, I guess. I'm slowly going to roll them because the roller method seems to be the best. Like I had mentioned, we have a roller grill, but it's better as a warmer than a cook. Frying, yeah, they're in the shallow pan, a little bit of oil. I call it roasting, but also I try to do it in the style of a roller grill. So I roll them and roll them and roll them. It seems to be the best way to get nice consistency. So it is in my shallow pan with a little bit of oil, so you can call it frying. I usually call it roasting myself. And I'm gonna score them when they start getting up. That's the good stuff, you know. I got one hot dog left. I said I'm gonna put as many as I can fit, but being that there's only one left, I'm squeezing it in there. That's awesome. Yeah, and that's exactly why I was saying that would be great for you guys to be together, for the benefit of audio. So you said what you meant is that veteran chatters can handle it when the host is preoccupied. That's great, because I'm gonna be preoccupied. One moment. So when I run the oven, it falsely triggers the fire alarm all the time. I'm thinking number one, our like hood vac probably sucks. Number two, trust me, don't tell me it's a dirty oven because I clean it, and so that's not what it is. But this is the dumbest oven because the door doesn't come off. Like I'm used to ovens where you pull the door and lift it up so you can get in there, right? This one's got this thing to like bump your knees or ankles or however you're standing, and then like make you stand a few feet away. It's ridiculous. Wiener roast. That's right. We got a lot of them here. I hope my wife's here. Hopefully she wants one. I know the kids will eat as many as I give them, but I'm going to consider their health as well. Weenie roast. It's time for it. Coast to coast. Weenie roast. So, I don't know. Thank you for answering that, Doug. I mean, what's your perspective on that, Siberian Gal Pal? Because chatting is easy. That was like, it was a phrase that stood out to me. I was like, what does that mean? Veteran chatters, good chatters like you guys are, yeah, for sure. But anything of quality probably isn't easy, so I give you credit. Hell yeah to the wieners, that's right. As long as they're decent quality, man. Completely, Doug. It's all up to you. Your channel, your rules, right? I respect that, and I love your channel. Anybody who would prefer a different style, just go somewhere else, right? No big deal. No love lost, no problem. I'll be back. Every Saturday I take the kids out because they had a therapist before, and one of the things he would do is take them out every Saturday morning to get something to eat and also to give them a budget that they could work with. There's a little bit of sort of future occupational training involved. But I've continued the tradition because they didn't need a therapist anymore, but that kind of tradition was nice. So we go every Saturday somewhere. And since it's weekly, we started making a list, and we're like, can we hit 52 locations? That's 1 year's worth. We don't have transportation, so it's pretty difficult, but we got there. We got to like 50. But our favorite place to go is over to my mother's house because she has a large kitchen. And so I'll do, instead of going to like a taqueria or something, we'll go to my mom's house and I'll do a big cook on Saturday. And that's what I did this Saturday. And that was great. We got a lot of stuff out of that. You feel the same way, so you have seconded that. As secretary, officially seconded. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know, Doug. I mean, I guess maybe people feel like they're forced to be somewhere, but you're right. No argument here. I was just wondering, what the dynamics are, and I appreciate your help. The other thing I kind of made note of, probably not the right place or time to talk about it because I need a lot of info from you. We'll just call that a future endeavor. Oh, you like cooking with people? That's not me, man. I like to... This is one of those things where I'm like, the reason I cook for myself is because I like my food better, so stay out of my domain. I'm right here, not too far. Cleaning my hands. All right, rolling the weenies. What's up? Yeah, I would see them once a week, but they don't want it. We tried that once where we would go over every Sunday to have like to cook them a meal. They don't want us coming all the time. That's okay. Do I like to teach my kids? I don't like to teach anybody anything, unfortunately. I don't have the teacher personality. I've trained people in work, but I'm a completely different person if you're paying me. I mean, I loved working at the recycle center where people bring all their garbage. But things that I touched there, if I touched them in my normal life, I would just immediately throw up. Um, it's different when I get paid. You want me to let them cook with me? I understand. It makes sense, but they need to follow their passions, not mine. That's the way I've always seen it. I don't know. I trust them. They're intelligent. I'm glad your son's an excellent cook. Yeah. Um, Mine wasn't like my mother teaching me. It was like me not wanting to eat what she made. Yeah, yeah. If you're paying me, I'm kind of a different person. Unless I'm an independent contractor, then I do whatever the hell I want. Because if you don't like it, why don't you try hiring me? All right. Oh, yeah. In this background here in secret, I'm dropping water on them too. A little bit of steam bubbles to bring them up. Yeah, my grandfather was a great tailor, and they always wanted him to be the leader, the top man. He just wouldn't do it. He had this very workers' party mentality, I suppose you would say. I don't want it. So, leadership foreman. I'm great at training people, kind of more laterally though. A lot of times I'll work my way up to the number two man, and that's fine, or number two person, and that's fine. Um, but if they want me to be the number one, the kind of pushover guy who answers his phone at 4 a.m. and rolls out, and I'll do whatever you say, I'm not going to be number one. He can be number one. Yeah, in work there's a different decorum than in life because it's not all up to you. You're asking for the return, the money. So you got to work with the system, whatever. Who's holding the purse? They're going to have some pull. Yeah, my last job was maintenance of foreclosed homes. I told them one thing: I don't want to drive. Please let me be a laborer. Everything else. I ended up in the truck with the vice president. Um, he and the owner were real close, so close that they were at friction level. Just that kind of friend. So when he got bumped out, I had to drive. Uh, no interest in driving like a small dump truck. Well, it's a fixed whatever, and so it's good for your license. And I'm like, yeah, I have no interest in that. You don't understand my spatial awareness. You don't understand that I'm dyslexic. Things like disappear all the time. If you try to do this, which one is an L? It's like, well, they're both fucking sevens to me. I have no idea. I do this actually. My fingers kind of stick together, and that's when I click them, and that's the only reason I know that's the left. Every morning I wake up, I don't know what left and right is. Very difficult when I worked at UPS because you pull from one truck facing one direction, you put in the other truck facing the other direction, and you're supposed to put it in the right part. Ooh, that was hard. And then they were like jokingly, "Are you dyslexic?" I'm like, "Yeah, is that funny?" I can read books upside down and backwards. I mean, you can't do that, right? Now these puppy dogs are starting to spruce up a little, so I took this and I scored them. You got to score them, it's good. It lets out some of the oil, it puts in a little more char. Score them, roll them, score them again, score them, roll them in again. 3 times at least. When I'm dead and gone, you know, then my kids can say to their grandkids, like, well, you can't get hot dogs like my dad made because he cared. He took his time and he put his effort into it. And they're just hot dogs. Yep, more clean hands and more water. What's up, Squirmy Wormy? Look, just working on some hot dogs. It'll take a little while. Not in a challenge way. These are for the kids to eat. Yeah, it's been fun hanging out in your channel, Squirmy. There's a couple of those people I don't talk to, so I kind of have to stay quiet a little bit. But don't worry about that. I'm not talking about other people or other channels. I'm just throwing it out there to you. If you think I'm quiet, you know, it doesn't mean I'm not watching. And I'll tell you this right now, Squirmy. The the YouTube was pushing your drip of the day shorts on me before I subbed to your channel. So they're obviously promoting those shorts, just so you know. Squirmy can eat 18 hot dogs. That's my guess. Let's see if it's true. Squirmy, all I can say is, yeah, there's more, but I'm not talking about that stuff. 20 hot dogs, there you go. I can eat about 14 tacos. I love tacos, but that's it. I max out right there. And that's challenge level for me. That's not like, oh, I want to eat. No, I only want 3, maybe 3. I can't even eat 4 pupusas, you know. That 4th one is not happening. The 3rd one, usually when I take the first bite, I'm like, I'm getting close. You think you could eat 45 with no bread? I mean, you wouldn't want to, trust me. But do you ever swallow them? You do the swallowing whole, right? I mean, a lot of people do that with pickles or hot dogs. It's a nice trick, but I don't know what happens in your guts. Oh, I don't know, man. You can make these hot dogs really good, and 3 of them might just entice you for the 4th, but then you're probably done. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you. You're always very sweet, and not just by your name, but the fact that you leave me comments and stuff. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll be back in a moment. Got to see these things rip open. Got to see those scores pop. Only slightly. They got to pop. Yeah, getting a little bit off track. I forgot to chop the onions, and I'm just going to have to do it quicker, that's all, because the hot dogs are making progress. All right, onion chopper, paper plate. Good enough, cheaper. Hey Kev, what's up? Hey Urban Savages, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I lost some hair. She said, no choice. She said, I give you new style for New Year. That's it. That's my daughter's barber. We've been going to her for 4 years for my daughter. It's been good. Onion cutting. I better hurry. These dogs are gone. Hot dogs are getting good and fired up and ripping, so. And I talk too much, so I need to be quick on these onion chops. Let's see. Being for hot dogs, you want to get them super fine diced, you know what I'm saying? That's the good way for us. That's what we like. You know, I usually say there's not a wrong way, but when hey, what's up, Dumpstar? It's nice to see you. Very nice to see you. All right, so hot dogs are rolling. Onions is chopped. I know I talk too much, so love a good hot dog. Got to be loaded up with toppings. Yeah, the minimum for them is probably going to be onion and mustard, so we'll start there. Oh, but I found this. That's going to make their day. Cholula. I didn't know this shit was backwards. How do you fucking flip that? Very, very much thanks for coming, Dumpstar. Yeah, the Cholula's going to make it for them, Nikki. If they have onion, mustard, and Cholula, they'll be fine. Yeah, raw onions on a hot dog? Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it's a sausage, you know how people like cooked peppers and onions, but on a hot dog, like a bright mustard and raw onion really pops, and that's what they want. You know, I'm so late making them dinner, man. I should probably stop talking, but it's okay. Go, boy! All right. Sorry, I probably missed a thing or two. Nice and roasted. They're ready to go. I got you guys Cholula, mustard, and onion. What do you think? All right. Oh. Maybe you want yeah. Well, I just spoke with them, and one of my sons for sure, he wants to upgrade to a salsa huichol, which we're almost out of, but for a Mexican sauce, that is good. If you like that mustardy, smoky Mexican sauce, this is good. Roasted weenies are done, raw onions are done, mustard's done, so this was an easy job, really. Time for coffee after that. All right, paper plates. Serving trays. Gotta get that Ari. I know Mom was supposed to wake her up. So check out. Make sure she gets up, okay? Alright. You guys want to catch it? But I don't know where she put it. I don't have X-ray vision. What? Hold on, I'll be back. Oh, it's okay. All right. The Costco Gal Pal 150 for a hot dog and a soda. Yeah, it might be up to 169 here, but you'll never believe this, Doug. My wife requested to go to the Costco cafe for her birthday, so that's where we went. The main reason is because they have those big sundaes, strawberry chocolate or maybe caramel, and they're very similar to what McDonald's used to do, I guess, minus the nuts. But yeah, she wanted to go to the Costco cafe for our birthday, her birthday, so we did. We get hot dogs, we get cheese pizza. Yeah, we did. Yeah, Nikki, what does that say? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, that's funny too because not just this Nikki, but Nicki Minaj says that she loves those Costco hot dogs. Is it Nicki Minaj? Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Sure. All right, we're doing it like this: hamburger rolls, one hot dog, each half. You know what I'm saying? Spread it out. So here, guy, I need you to hold. Give me a little hand table. Don't let it roll, boy. I can't do it for you. And you want onion? So chill and mustard, right?
Yeah.
I mean onion, wheat chol and mustard. What do you want on yours, Ari?
Nothing.
Nada, nada?
Nothing.
Okay. So we got one onion mustard and wheat chill, and one nothing. You sure you don't even want
Nothing.
you don't even want Cholula? I have Cholula.
Nothing. I don't want anything.
Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Don't be prima donna. Next hand. That'll be you. I'll be right back. What you going in the house for if you want to know? Anytime, what do you want on yours? Onion, mustard, Cholula, wheat chill? You want both? I suggest you pick one. Okay. So then I got one mustard, Cholula, and onion. By the way, Doug, our Costco didn't have onion for a while, so we were bringing our own onion and garlic powder because if the kids have white cheese pizza, they really want garlic powder. So you picked Cholula, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's it. I have an Oscar Mayer whistle over there. All right, back up, baby. Let's see. You want some chips with yours? Hold on, Art. She's gonna get some chips with hers because she wants plain. There you go. Hold them. I got some chips. You want the tortilla or the chip? And I was just washing my hands. I'm back. What's up? You have one too? Yeah. It's great when you go to like an outdoor fair and they give you a little whistle. I got a train whistle. I got all kinds of good stuff. Musical instruments, so to speak. I got to see the Wienermobiles that they had when I was growing up in Maryland. I haven't seen them in Virginia, but we do still sometimes get a whistle. I got to get on coffee next. At least this is done, not real dirty. Being that I just cooked meat, I'll probably make something else meat in that pan before I clean it. We don't always eat meat, by the way. One of my sons is eating one of those hot dogs. He'll eat that. He'll eat hamburgers, but only if they're cheap. He doesn't like good ones. But he really doesn't dig meat at all. I'll be right back. Tomorrow I've got a decent recipe for you. I was planning on doing a Tuesday stream. Today I'm more or less late for dinner and just like opportune, just try to check this new camera. So this is a new phone. What do you think? Is it working? Hopefully. Whatever. Get back on my hot shot, make some coffee. Halfway filled with water. I'm going to go heat it up in the hot shot or any way that you heat up water, and then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, it's good or it's gone because they took them already. There's one dog left here. I guarantee my wife will want that. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I got dessert for you, but let them finish first. I got dessert for them. Let them finish first. It's Nikki's channel. Yes, of course. I'm subbed up to Nikki's channel. Please do that. Dougie Doug, when you saw me cooking those peppers, I heard you mention like maybe for canning or something. Thing is, that's all we got left. They didn't have time for cans. There were like 12 peppers, and this is all we got left. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We've been eating it. It's a lot of fantastic experiences, indigestion, and one mistake where my daughter put too much on something. She shouldn't have put any. I told them that because of her stomach, but. And then we got Squirmy Wormy. I'm subbed up to Squirmy Wormy. Do the same, please. Follow those links. I was just pointing out, Doug, if that was my own harvest, I'm sure that I would have enough for canning, but I don't need it. We're going to eat it too much or too fast. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like if I ate them myself, probably last a lot longer, but geez, my kids do it too, you know, even at that extreme level. Those are 7-pot chocolate chili peppers. So, you know, that's sort of lore. It's like 7 pots of chili, 1 pepper. 7 pots of stew, 1 pepper. That's the idea, you know. It's got to be related to the ghost from Ghost and Scorpion, somewhere in that family. Jenny. Hey. Oh. Hey. In case we ever want to go more gourmet, we got some pink sauce, but there's no way in hell that we're going to even open it. We just got it for the meme, for the mint. All right, it's time to work on that coffee. This is going to be for my wife first, and then I'll make mine. And it's a lighter blend. It's the Veranda. Last time it was a Komodo Dragon. That's more bold. So this is Veranda. It's lighter. Starbucks. Free. In the basket, as always. Extra. You got to use extra coffee to cook this method, but it's good. It's a good method. Nobody saw me wiping out completely on the floor, just my clean socks, clean floor, just wiping out, taking the oven down with me like a little Easter egg back in my past. I love coffee. You don't do much spicy food? That's totally respectable. And Doug, man, I don't know if you took notes the other day, but don't forget, go to Pudge's. It's Pudge''. Mr. Pudge owns the place, Pudge's. Like I said, we go to Plymouth Meeting. They know us, so I think that's one of the reasons they put a ridiculous amount of meat. But you know, they're not gonna be cheap with you either, for sure. The other place I used to go that was more properly in the city, I want to say it was Alessandro's, like Alessandros or something like that. It could have been another Sandro, Saint somebody, but I think it was Alessandro's in the city in Philly. One reason it's hard for me to quit smoking because of the coffee? Absolutely, you know? I don't know what to say. I mean, talk to a healthcare professional, you know? They go good together. They go good together. There's actually an excellent episodic Jim Jarmusch movie called Coffee and Cigarettes, you know. Maybe you should check that out. But yeah, they certainly go together. Yeah, it's funny now with the first cigarette sort of thing in the morning. When I wake up, I don't even want to smoke. I don't remember smoking, so I have that choice every day to just stop in the morning. But I don't. I go to it. I love it. But I don't wake up with any desire to do it, really. You got cats. Okay, well, I can't afford cats. That's that straight, you know. Just be straight like that. Um, I know what their prices are. Catses or cats. I'm trying to say it whichever way is more preferred. I'm only able to make coffee at all for my wife because we went to BJ's this weekend as part of that shop and cook, and I got her flavor creamer, the good stuff. What's up, Bill? What's up, Belle? There's nothing in there, Belle. Here. Go ahead and, okay, well, I'll fill it up for you in a minute. Yeah, we can't even go to like a diner or anything where they have regular creamer. She won't drink it anymore. She's used to this stuff. Okay, Doug, I'll be here. Maybe. I mean, this is supposed to be short. I'm really trying to test the camera. Hopefully this is good. This is a new phone. A cigar? Oh, I love cigars too. But my favorite one is probably, it's easy. It's, what is that company called again? No, it's not easy. I'll get back to you on it. But it's called A Short Story because it's very small. I'm forgetting the company name right now. But I like that because I don't like spending 3 hours with one big cigar. But I'm always Madura cigar. I don't like a Robusto as much. And if you can taste black pepper in that tobacco, I really like that. Yeah, cigars are great though. Obviously, sorry about that. I keep burping too. I apologize. Kind of rude, but I'm disgusting. Yeah, it's not the time of night for coffee right now, but so yeah, I got the basket. I mean the bowl with the basket, steeping it, making it right. What's up, Aunt? Cool. Yeah, I have a very specific recipe for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna cook some burgers because over the weekend my father and my nephew, I made them burgers, um, and my father, he doesn't have to say anything. If he eats it, then you know it's okay. If he doesn't put salsa on it, then you know it's really good. And he ate burgers with no toppings. He just ate them the way I made them. Then my nephew, he got a burger, and he didn't say, "Oh, that's great." He just said, "What'd you put in that?" And what you put in that means that was great. So I kind of forgot half what I put in it, but he prompted me to remember. I had one, and I had to put ketchup on it a little bit because it had no sweetness. That was the only thing it was missing. They both ate them with no toppings, and I don't know many people who eat burgers without toppings, so they must have been pretty good. So I'm throwing in a recipe tomorrow, and then while that's cooking, because it'll take so long that we'll probably never finish it here, we'll make those burgers. Burgers are quick, but we'll see. We'll see, and I'll tweak that recipe a little bit because I got to throw that sweetness in. Why did I put ketchup on a burger? I never do that. I'm a mayonnaise, lettuce, pickle, onion person sometimes, but I like them 100 ways. Just like the hot dogs. Oh, that's crazy. We love having a hot dog topping bar and going nuts. But that didn't mean my daughter was supposed to put the pepper gas on it. It's not for her. She ate a bit of Nashville hot chicken that I had, and it was hot, and she was unfazed. But there's also the stomach issue. You know, I don't want her to just eat these peppers, which I have purposely not removed any veins or seeds from, and those things cause indigestion. There's just no way around it. You can normalize indigestion in your life, or you can just avoid spicy foods. And I'm completely in support of you either way. Either way is fine with me. So I'll go through burgers after I do my sort of primary recipe tomorrow. That's what I was planned to do. Maybe a couple of talking points too. But yeah, let's see. I got to get this more in the light. I have a very hard time seeing when the sun goes down. But I just got tested, and they were like, yeah, you're a person complaining because you used to have 2015 vision. And my eyes, they don't really focus that well. So you can give me a test, and I will totally, like, focus. I'll be like, is that C a 0? And then all of a sudden it becomes clear. Well, it doesn't really help, like, live, because my eyes are very slow to focus, I guess. This coffee's almost there. Oh, did you have, is it Wisconsin butter style? Yeah, cigars, they can give you indigestion for sure. You smoked a Wisconsin hamburger? No, I'm just kidding. So you're talking about a good cigar. That's cool. I love both of those things, I guess. In Wisconsin, they can't bring you that crappy, like, margarine with flour in it mix that they do at, like, an IHOP or whatever. It's illegal because Wisconsin, you know, real butter and shit. Whatever. I like it. I've been there. And what I like about Wisconsin, uh, I like the freezing lake effect situation. I like the music of Madison and all the sort of culture around that. And I like beer a lot. So Wisconsin is great for me. And I would move there because at least you've got an escape. Not that I ever want to leave this country at all. Not anymore. I mean, in my youth, I had all sorts of ideas about that. But now we have cell phones and stuff. You can't cross the border with your own phone. You know you're illegal. Wisconsin Burger House. That's awesome. Trying to think of whether there's a destination burger on my mind, actually. Probably not. I'd just like to get to a White Castle. There's one not too far from here, but we don't have any transportation. But I want to go to White Castle to try their double. They have two different types of vegetarian burgers, as far as I understand. They have like an Impossible and a black bean, and I'd like to get like little baby doubles of both of those just to try them. But I did make a video about it. I'm pretty good with the White Castle that they send in the freezer. I don't know how you can justify that being freezer to microwave food because it's really good. Just don't look at the ounces. You'll think you're getting ripped off, but you're also getting 6 burgers in there. So, yeah, home of the burger is debatable. That guy, the Prince of Hamburg, that they said he put his steaks, on the under the saddle or something to chop them up to eat them on bread or whatever. I don't know about that. That guy was a member of the Hellfire Club. I do know that. And I think they falsely attributed that hamburger situation to him because he was a consummate gambler. And so it's like, oh, I can have my steak at the table in a hand and keep fucking losing money. Seymour, Wisconsin. All right, I'll check that out. Seriously. What happens when like they come head to head with like Lewis Lunch, who's like, we have the original burger or whatever other places, the one with the old oil that they've had for 1,000 years and whatnot. I don't know, man. There's got to be burger wars about, who's the best. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin, yeah. Let's talk about that. Or let's not talk about Benjamin Franklin. I dressed up as Benjamin Franklin for a Founders Day parade where I was. That was so funny. The guy who made the float was so cheap. The float was like on wheels and probably roller skate wheels that he stole from his daughters and like a pallet. So he had to pull it by hand. What a moron. No, I'm not name calling. I'm sorry. But yeah, Ben Franklin, my elder, you could say, in that. In the lunatic society or whatever. All right, basket empty but needs to be cleaned. Coffee done for her. Yeah, and the lunatic society, yeah. Well, I remember wandering those streets in the middle of the night too. DC's so small that a friend of mine and I, we would do the whole thing, just walk it back and forth. It's so small. It takes forever, but what we would do to make ourselves faster is row. Like row on the streets, so we just fly, You could do it. All right, I'm working on my wife's coffee. I tried to call her, but I think she went outside, so I'll be back. Can you hear me? I doubt it. No matter. Founders Day just for my area. You know, they have Founders Day everywhere. But yeah, in my area. My area had founders just like any other place, I guess, is the way to put it. Just like a friend of mine, he's like, the best way would be like, you know, bring the little boy with all the accoutrements on first, and hear ye, uh, Sir Prince George. Yeah, Founders Day for, I guess it was for my county, I don't remember. So Prince George's County. Now, I'll put away the kids' morning drinks. I told them not to mess with the fridge because it's quite full. One of them chose some kind of monster. One of them chose, a Spectre lemonade. You know, good beer company, by the way. And for the baby girl, commercial sweet tea. That's her assistant in the morning to get her to school, get her to the office job. Working on my wife's coffee. I'll be back in a minute. I think it tastes great, but this color is going to be too dark for her. We'll see what comes down after that. I'll give it a shot. Probably needs more sugar. Wherever that is. Oh yeah, we got sugar. We got Maryland sugar. I mean, it might be in a pickle jar, but it's Domino. Still dark, but come on, she can't hate that. All right, do me a favor. Tell me how this new phone worked out. Leave me some comments or something like that. I'll try to make sure that this is still available. Tomorrow, I've got some serious recipe planned for you. Some serious recipe. Something that I hope you'll get a lot of joy out of because my kids grew up on it. They love it. It's going to take me a while, so I can't catch up to the next chat room yet. But, see you soon. It worked fine. Thank you. Yeah, this is the new one. I hope it worked a lot better. Remember, we had that problem with my microphone before. But when people get new phones and call me, they sound fuzzier than ever. Anyway, that's irrelevant right now. See you soon.